This town reset my life every time I died. I took a road that wasn't on the map and ended up in a town where death isn't the end. This is a dark mystery story about memory, fear, and a place that refuses to let people leave. Watch till the end to uncover the truth. The first thing I noticed wasn't the blood. It was the silence. A silence so heavy that even my breathing felt like a crime. The phone in my hand vibrated once, then went dead. And that's when I realized something terrifying. I wasn't supposed to be alive. 10 minutes earlier, I had been driving down a road that didn't exist on any map. The GPS kept recalculating, the signal flickering like it was afraid of where it was taking me. I should have turned back. Every instinct screamed at me to turn back. But curiosity has a way of sounding like courage until it's too late. The town appeared suddenly, no sign, no welcome, just old houses leaning toward the road, as if they were listening. I parked near what looked like a closed gas station. The air smelled wrong, metallic, damp, unfinished, like something had been buried recently. That's when I saw the man. He stood across the street completely still, staring directly at me. No phone, no cigarette, no movement, just watching. I raised my hand slightly, a nervous reflex. He didn't respond. Instead, he smiled, slowly, like he knew exactly why I was here. I locked the car. A note was wedged under my windshield wiper. I hadn't seen anyone approach. My hands shook as I unfolded it. 3 words written in uneven ink. You came back. I'd never been here before. At least, that's what I thought. I walked into the town, every step echoing too loudly. Windows were dark, but I felt eyes behind them. A bell rang somewhere, though there was no church in sight. My phone turned on again. One notification, timestamped 5 years ago. Missed call, Mom. My mother had died 7 years ago. Panic wrapped around my chest. I tried calling back. No signal. The screen cracked suddenly, right down the middle, as if something inside the phone had snapped. I ran. The street ended at a small diner. Lights on, door open. Inside, a woman wiped the counter, humming softly. She looked up at me and froze, her face drained of color. You're late, she whispered. I think you have the wrong person, I said. She shook her head slowly. No, you always say that. She slid a photo across the counter. My breath disappeared. It was me, standing in front of this diner. Same clothes, same scar on my eyebrow, a scar I'd had since childhood. On the back of the photo, a date, tomorrow. The lights flickered, the woman leaned closer. You died here once, she said. They buried you behind the diner, but this town, she swallowed. This town doesn't let people leave. It just resets them. A scream echoed outside. My scream. I ran toward the sound, heart pounding, mind breaking. Behind the diner, the ground was freshly disturbed. A hand burst through the dirt. I stumbled back, horror flooding every vein. From the shadows, the man from earlier stepped forward. You figured it out faster this time, he said calmly. Then he looked straight into my eyes and added, but you'll still make the same choice. The ground beneath me gave way. As everything went black, I understood the truth. This wasn't my first time here, and unless I remembered how I died, it wouldn't be my last. This town reset my life every time I died. I took a road that wasn't on the map and ended up in a town where death isn't the end. This is a dark mystery story about memory, fear, and a place that refuses to let people leave. Watch till the end to uncover the truth. Darkness didn't feel empty. It felt familiar. When I opened my eyes, I was lying on the diner floor. The lights were on. The woman was behind the counter again, wiping it slowly, like nothing had happened. No scream, no grave, no blood. You fell, she said without looking at me. Again. I sat up, my heart racing. My hands were clean, no dirt under my nails, no proof, except the memory, sharp, painful, impossible to ignore. How many times? I asked. She stopped wiping, finally met my eyes. Enough that you should have learned by now. I stood and looked around. Everything was exactly the same, even the coffee cup crack on the counter, even the clock on the wall, frozen at 2:17. Why can I remember now? I demanded. She sighed, like she'd been waiting for this question longer than she wanted to admit. Because you're close, she said, and because the town is tired of you fighting it. Outside, the man waited. He always waited. I walked out to face him. The street was empty again. But the silence had changed. It wasn't watching anymore. It was listening. "You're not real," I said. He smiled. "I'm as real as you let me be." "What is this place?" He glanced around the town, almost fondly. "This is where people come when they run from something they can't forgive." My chest tightened. "I didn't choose this." "No," he agreed. "You chose the road." The memory hit me then. Not gently, not slowly, it crashed into me like a speeding car. 5 years ago, the argument, the rain, my mother standing in the middle of the road, screaming my name, and me, not stopping in time. The town wasn't a punishment, it was a pause. "You died that night," the man said quietly, "but not from the crash, from guilt. This place just gave your mind somewhere to hide." I shook my head. "Then why the loop? Why the deaths?" "Because you keep trying to escape without facing it," he said. "You want out, but you don't want the truth." The ground behind the diner wasn't a grave, it was a reminder. The woman appeared beside us. For the first time, her eyes were wet. "You can leave," she said softly, "but only once, and only whole." I felt the town closing in, like lungs waiting to exhale. "What happens if I fail again?" I asked. The man's smile faded. "Then you stay, and eventually, you forget why you're here." I walked back to the car. The note was gone. The road ahead was visible now, clear, open, real. But before I got in, I turned back. "I remember everything," I said aloud. "I caused it. I ran from it. And I'm done running." The town went silent. The clock inside the diner ticked. 2:18. The man nodded once. The woman closed the diner door. As I drove away, the town didn't disappear. It simply stopped following me. The phone rang. Incoming call. "Mom." My hands trembled. I answered. Silence. Then, breathing, and a voice that didn't accuse, didn't scream. "I know," she said. "Now live." The line went dead. The road led back to the world I'd abandoned. Brighter, louder, unfinished. This time, I didn't look back. Because some places don't trap you forever. They just wait until you're ready to remember why you were lost.